Hey guys, welcome back for another video. I'm gonna try to make this really short, but very informative. I got some exciting news for you guys. I had previously was gonna make a video before this one, but I pushed that one back because this was more exciting news that I feel like you guys have been waiting to hear for since I've been getting a lot of comments, stating when are we gonna add artwork and such, which we have not gotten to there yet, but we have made some advances in interfaces, or at least there has been some people that have done that so far. So that's what we're going to be looking forward to in this video. First of all, I went to Add Games, a Flashback Zone, just to see if there was an update in the firmware, which there's not, but no worries. So let's head over to this forum, the discussion forum that I've been watching since I had first gotten my Flashback. Okay, so let's go up to the top here real quick. This forum is a GPA Temp. It's an independent gaming community. Sorry. Basically, you can just sign in, be a part of it. A lot of gamers talk about stuff and learn to hack things and stuff. And that's how you can be a part of it. This is going to be on pages 8 and 9, and I will go ahead and link these in the description for you guys. That way you guys can get this information for yourself if you want to walk yourself through this process. So let me scroll all the way down here. So we're going to give credit to our RI, if I think it's Rafonis. Credit goes to this guy. He has made, he's basically made other emulators or emulation interfaces to work for the Sega Flashback HD 2018. So he has his links for the US and 2 links for UK, Europe, UK. So if you're in the US, these are the 2 links you want. If you're in the UK, these are the 2 links that you want. So what's does he have? He's basically saying that I've been playing around with the emulators for the for the Genesis Flashback 2018, and I was able to unlock the extensions on the SD card and give an alternative for Genesis plus GX Pico drive. It says, and he goes further into it, but basically Genesis plus GX still the most complete emulator, and it will run Genesis bin files and MD files. So that's pretty cool. It'll run Master System .sms files, GameGear.gg files, and Sega CD games .bin.q or .chd files. So he goes on to saying that for Sega CD support, copy the BIOS, and he tells you the exact same way you're going to copy these BIOS files. All these BIOS files, they're going to go into the same folder as the game files, you guys. So you're going to copy these BIO folders. Sorry, I had too much coffee and I was extremely tired earlier. You're basically going to copy these BIOS bin files into the same folder as the games. Then he continues to say that Pico Drive is faster than Genesis plus GX, and it will run Genesis Master System and 32X games. He said he couldn't get it to run Sega CD games, but you will lose some Game Gear support. Pico Drive also apparently fixes the issues with PAL games, and at least Master System games run at the correct speed. To make Pico Drive work with a 6-button controller, you will need to copy both .ini files to the root of your SD card. Please understand this. You have to copy the INI file to the root of your SD card, okay? So this doesn't go in your games folder. This goes to the root of your SD card. Make sure that if you decide to do this, that you actually copy this, or else those 6-button controllers are not going to be compatible with this interface. They're not going to work. So make sure that you copy that file as well. Okay, so he goes on to saying, please don't expect Sega CD and 32X games running at full speed. While they work fine, you may have some sound issues when the frame rate drops. If you don't like Pico Drive, then you can revert to the original emulator, installing the Sega CD update. So here we go. We have the updates for the Sega Flashback HD, the US, which is the Sega CD update support, or CD support. And then we have the update for the Genesis Flashback HD with the 32X support. Again, that's the Pico drive. So, and this is the Genesis Plus GX. I'm not sure if this is the exact same one as the AtGames one. So, you know, if you decide you don't like Pico drive, you can erase it off the SD card and reinstall the original one that came with AtGames. Just to be on the safe side, make sure that you guys, before you guys, you know, if you decide to try this, that you would take your original update from AtGames and copy and save that somewhere. So if you run into any issues, all you gotta do is just wipe everything off the SD card and reinstall the AtGames firmware. That way, you know, you got everything back. So let's take a look at this. So when I first clicked on this one right here, it basically took me to this first link. It's the Sega update Pico drive. That's actually the second one. I don't know why it showed that. The Pico drive is this one, yeah. So it should be this one. Sega update, Sega CD unlocked. So this is the update for the Sega CD unlocked. That's the first link. Sega CD. Second one is the 32X, which would be the Pico drive. There's a Pico drive right there. Excuse me. Okay, so Pico drive is right there. I have not tried these on my unit, but I did download them, so in case I decide to try them, they're available. But I'm perfectly happy with my unit the way it is, so at the moment I will not be trying this. But there's the downloads are available. The downloads do work, and then he states where to put them on your SD card. So I mean, if you really want, you know, Genesis MD files, Master System SMS files, you know, Game Gear files, Sega CD files, the 32X games, you know, if you really want all this to work on your Sega Flashback 2018 HD, the files are here. The files are available. There is some drawbacks though, okay? This is page, I believe, 8 of the forum. Yeah, page 8 and page 9 are like your two main pages, and I will put these links in the description for you guys, so you can follow through with his instructions on how to go about installing everything. So second page, this is page 9 actually. There is some drawbacks to trying this. People have stated that, let's see, it states down here, let's see, because he's also talking about, he did use Pico Drive also for the Legends Flashback. That way it can unlock NES games and other ROMs, but yeah, in regards to Sega, some people were stating that the bezels, the side bezels, will become broken on your original your Sega, the original Sega firmware. They will meaning that they will no longer work. And then let me see this one. They were stating also that the controllers will also be broken. People are having trouble with controllers not working once you add these updates. Now, I'm not sure if those are the wireless controllers that won't be working with these updates, because there is a file. Remember, there is a file for the 6-button controllers, so you might have to only have the 6-button controllers in order for this to work. I don't know if it will work with the wireless controllers, and if those are the ones that will be broken, you know, it's because they're wireless and they automatically work with the firmware update for AtGames. I really truly don't know. This is just my guess, because of the fact that I have not tried it yet, and I don't know if I want to try it. Down here, he's basically stating, let's see, he's giving out instructions again. This is also still on page 9. Needs a biosystem folder for the system. Only understands files, and goes further down to this update, because he was going to update it. For people that were stating that, let's see. For people that were stating that, you know, that they yeah, here we go. Okay, this is just a problem with the Flashback. He's been working on a 2.3 update. So this update will be for the Flashback and not the Sega Genesis Let's see. Yeah. So basically, guys, you're just gonna have to read it. I read everything. Here we go. He knows that only the bezels are broken, but he has read some complaints about controllers not working, which he did not have those issues. It would be bad if that would be an issue. And then he starts to mention other ROMs and Super Mario Brothers, etc. So again, the bezels might be broken if you try this. The wireless controllers might be broken if you try this. We do have the links here if you do want to include all of these to run in your Sega 2018 HD. Again, Genesis files, Master System files, Game Gear files, Sega CD files, 32X. It's up to you guys if you want to try this, but I thought this would be some cool information to share for you guys. If you're interested, again, if you're skeptical or if you're worried that you're going to lose everything you have now, I highly suggest that you take your SD card and copy all your games into another folder and put that on your PC, and copy your Sega update, your firmware update that was originally came with at games, and have that safely stored on your PC as well. So if anything happens with these, erase them off your console, put the old firmware back on there. When you do download them, they will look like this. Sega update. This is supposed to be the Sega CD unlocked. And let me see, there's the Pico drive. So all these files here, when you do copy those downloads. So yeah, good luck, happy gaming. If you do decide to take this route, try this route out and do it, definitely update me in the comments and let me know how it went for you. There's a lot of other videos I want to create just to cover some more issues with this. Well, not issues, but just to see, basically see how far we can go with this little unit in regards to MD files and audio improvements, and to see if it runs reproduction cards. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. Again, thank you so much for supporting my videos, and thank you to the people that subscribed. That was really cool. I did not expect that. I only make these videos to share with you guys what these little units can do, and just so you guys can have as much fun as I'm having with mine. So catch you guys later in the next video. Peace out.